What's good? What's good? DJ back. DJ Boulay back in the building. June back in the building. E3 back in the building, man. Alright, so this is a quick update on EA. Like I said, when I first called out to play earlier this month, I noticed that it could potentially drop down for a little minute. Honestly, like I said, looking at the chart, it's a clear bearish market. And right here, I'm just really trying to see like what's the next low it can it's going to attack, and basically seeing like from my current entry that I do have, what would I be aiming at for my stops, and then like I said, in these zones, either I'm looking for a reversal or like I said, just some type of consolidation and a continuation on with the overall trend. And so, like I said, right here, I'm just looking at it, and like I said, on a daily chart to get a more of a higher time frame analysis and just picture idea of EA. After looking at it, as you can see, probably could have sold from, sure, honestly, like December, November last year, 2025. And like I said, I'm after doing a little bit of charting on it, I'm looking to sell for at least another month or so. And these sales have been going on, finishing out, like I said, while I'm doing this video. It's a Friday. And I'm also seeing, like I said, it's getting closer to that last low. So pretty soon here, we're going to get either a slight shift change to where we get a retracement back to the upside, because this leg right here is just tremendous. Like it's amazingly long. So like I said, if we look at the past, it did a retracement about halfway up that leg. So as you can see, I already have where it broke. This leg just broke some recent lows. So as you see, I'm marking it out, and I'm seeing where, okay, if when it retrace, what's the area, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at for to get back into sales, and to ride for the continuation on the trend. Just pretty soon here, it'll be mainly buys for baby. I don't really like saying how long. Like I said, I just mark out my zones, my areas, and set my alerts, and just wait till those alerts get tapped. And as you can see, I already have my alert here to where I'm going for. Once it breaks that alert, I know it should be looking at buys for a little bit at least, you know. So like I said, I'm just marking out my gaps, my areas of where price could come back to, retrace, and like I said, grab that liquidity, grab those people, and continue back down. Because I look at these levels as areas where it's like hey, you miss me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's leaving out people. So here, I had during these couple of days, this day I was actually trading other things too. So I'm trying to catch plays, and actually, as I was recording my entry on this play, I was not recording like myself as I was doing the entry, trying to record it. It wasn't recording. So as I'm editing, I realized that. So as you can see, I'm still looking at sales, really quick sales, ain't too long, too crazy. And like I said, I'm slowly seeing that price is trying to reverse. The buyers aren't that strong, but as you can see, it's starting to kind of not make that many lower lows. But once it broke this low here, like I said, I see it continue on and down during that range and area. But also up here, there's a space where I know price is going to come up and retrace to. So yeah, that's mainly what's going on here. But I'm not gonna lie, man. There's a lot of extra things that's been going on. So while y'all sit here and watch me just watch the trade. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm basically risk free. Uh, like I said, I got my alert set up there, like the break even entry, but I had like 2 or 3 entries in right here. Whenever you see a purple line, is usually my re-entries if you watch any of my other videos. Um, but yeah, so like I said, coming back to what's going on in the world, I mean,
I just wanted to come up here. I just want to catch it up
um,
top.
it's
Yeah.
actually I don't know. I don't know what to think on it personally, but like I know as a whole, it's probably something to kind of be aware of and just just pay attention. But um, I was riding around and I heard on the radio, and it's crazy because I don't even listen to the radio. I'm if you know me, I'm riding in silence, like you feel me. But this day I decided to just turn on the radio, and all the time I'm hearing how the United States has officially withdrew from the World Health Organization, which they started the process last year in January, I believe. So it's been a year for them to actually lock things in and, you know what I'm saying, withdraw. But if you don't know what that is, that's mainly like where all the continents and countries or whatever just come together and just kind of what's the word? Kind of just work together and see, okay, what the outbreaks, like say the last pandemic, like they knew about the pandemic was gonna happen before it kind of happened. So it's like they make sure certain people is prepared. And with that being said, it's like if the United States isn't in that talk or in those rooms where the conversation is being held, are we gonna go into full like independency and having our own like just ways of being in the loop of things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we purposely left, and also outside of that, when it comes to sports, um, we also are. It's a lot of controversy on being able to host a World Cup in the United States with, like I said, just the domestic safety, the political issues, like I don't know. Like I'm looking at it now, it's like, damn, it's starting to affect the athletes. Like the World Cup and stuff. Having something like that being hosted in America, like that brings. And it's not even about money, but it is about it at the end of the day. That's where all these problems and situations end up coming after or coming behind is the money or resources or power. You know what I'm saying? So if people spend millions and thousands of dollars on, you know what I'm saying, sports, something like that to watch, and knowing that it's gonna like just y'all know, you know what I'm saying, like y'all know what sports bring in the World Cup, like come on. So if it's like situation like that to where other countries and people aren't one like they're like loudly probably choosing like we're not messing with America, like I don't know what they got going, but we just gonna go the other way. And I'm starting to see it's really like it ain't that deep, but it's starting to get a little deep. You know what I'm saying? And right here, as you can see, this was the whole next day. I don't know. I think I'm busy. I forgot what happened, but so I just had to record like the update of what was going on. Like I said, it broke those lows, came back, retested my entry, and it just continued to drop. So right now, like I said, I'm setting my alert to where if it break these, as it keeps breaking lower, I'm setting my alerts lower because I'm still in trade, but I'm, that's my stop basically. When I place my trades, I don't necessarily have a active stop loss if it's in my direction. I'm like risk free. I'm just moving my stop loss and moving my alerts within that trade. But yeah, going back to this situation, like I'm starting to really pay more attention to America and just the world and how everybody's starting to treat America. Because America was, like I said, quote unquote, it's the land of the free, home of the brave. All of this is American dream, with the like they put it in our face how it's really not that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta take it for what you know what I'm saying? Take it how you want to at the end of the day. Like we doing I ain't gonna say we because I mean I guess I gotta say we because I'm a part of the United States at this point. But you know what I'm saying? The United States is doing stuff, and I don't think they are necessarily looking at like the future of it. They're just looking at like okay, like right now in the next like 5 to 10 years or something. But even then, it's like, is there a real plan or agenda? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just wanted to, like, I don't know. Y'all could comment, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to me or whatever. And I just want to see what people think, or is people even thinking, or is people even saying it, or did I just hear something and just thought too much about it? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already a deep thinker, but yeah. Other than that, man. This like I said, this is an update on EA. And after like I said, once these alerts and stuff breaks, I'm knowing it's gonna come back and retrace up. And that next buy area that I had, I mean that sell area that I had was the retracement to the buy side up. So I deleted it because I'm like, okay, I kind of know, have an idea of where, excuse me, it's gonna retrace back to. So like I said, now I'm just really setting up for my buys on the retracement to catch back on the sales. I said it's a scalping, and more so is intraday. You know what I'm saying? Sales, buying to the sales, continue on with the sales. Like it's simple, but yeah, holla.